Hello everyone and welcome to episode 25 of Suplexes and Microphones. I'm Joe. Unfortunately, Nate couldn't be here this time, but we did not want to miss out on an opportunity to interview the king of yams, White Mike.
We miss you, Nate. It's okay. We'll get you next time, Nasty Nate.
So it's a little loud because we're right outside the arena and we're trying to kayfabe this a little bit because White Mike needs to hide because he's not advertised on this card. So please bear with us on the sound.
We like to have fun. Surprises are key.
And see, this is why I was so ready to interview this guy, because I think he's going to kind of take over and this is going to be super entertaining for you guys.
I'm going to do it with my hands. I don't know what we're doing.
What we do?
However, do we just...
Hi, Mom. That's the
I wanted to come through the spiral stairs that you can't see. That's okay.
There is a spiral staircase.
It's like a Ghostbusters feel, but no big deal.
It's true.
No big deal.
So let's talk about the White Mike gimmick. Is it a gimmick?
That's what people ask. People want to know if it's a gimmick. I don't. At this point, it's probably not a gimmick. It's more or less myself turned up times 1,000. I've always been White Mike. Like, I grew up in the hood, so I was like one of the white guys there. White Mike. I always told them they were gonna wrestle.
Right.
Whenever we were playing football in the streets, and we'd go inside for Toonami and watch Dragon Ball Z, we'd come back out, we'd wrestle, and then we'd go home, and I was the only one that stuck with it.
So you kept your own label. I know, but I actually grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood, and so when I went out and played football with most of the white guys, I was Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
So was the other white guy that was there. We were both Bon Jovi.
Right. Something that you're not used to being called. It's either a white boy or some places you don't be racist, they'll call you blue boy. That's what they say yourself.
But you know, it's funny. I'm gonna drive straight into this now, even though this isn't the way I've got patterned here. Is sports and wrestling, is this where we can kind of find some equality? I know based on some things that have happened in the last week or two, that may not be the case, but for most normal people, don't you think the playing field and the field of athletics and competition is where basically all that racism and things like that is kind of put
checked at the door. Yeah. Check it at the door. We don't want that crap here. We all want to have fun and we're all in on the party.
Right.
Whether it's fans, everybody. We all know what it's about. Let's just have fun. Check that racism, that profile and stuff. Get it out. Let's come to wrestling events, other sporting events, and just have a good time.
Now, as we've seen, the fans don't always accept that or play that.
No.
But I think the people in the ring, probably 95% of them do.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I would say so. Yeah, we have a wider platform. We have people see us more, especially with the gifts and everybody sharing stuff online. And so sometimes you gotta weed out these negative people and just get them out.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't need it in my life.
And I'm gonna actually give you a minute to address that in a little while, not at the beginning of this interview, because you've been very vocal about some things that have happened lately, and I don't really want to rehash all that. People that are watching this show are probably in enough independent wrestling groups and Facebook followers and such, so they know some of the drama that's happened recently.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna let you address that in a few minutes. But I want to talk about you and kind of how you came up. I just saw something pop up, and I think it was in your memories, and I was there. Where Teddy Long tells Zane Riley, "You're going one-on-one with Undertaker," and it was White Mike.
Music hits, everybody's saying, "That's Undertaker." You hear people say, "God, it's him, it's him," and then I come out, and then they go crazy. That's actually David Starr's idea.
Really?
Got to the arena that day, he was like, "We got an idea." I was like, "Oh, okay." And David Starr was like, "What if you do the Undertaker?" I was like, "Beautiful. Thank you, David." That's all David Starr.
And the fans picked up on it quick because Undertaker chance happened when you were just right in it.
It was crazy.
It was really good.
My one regret is when I get clothesline over the top, I didn't land on my feet, pull Zane out. But whatever. Can't all be perfect.
Yeah,
it was still fun.
You did the walk on the ropes really well. That was good.
Yeah, and a side note, had I not went up to Cam Carter before the show and got his hat, I literally got it before I made my entrance. I was like, man, I need a hat, I need something. I had a scarf on the road, it's like, I need the hat.
I was so glad I was there for that, because it's such a fun moment. And my very first interview, Nate and I's very first interview was with Ethan Case. And Ethan Case talked to us about giving the fans moments, things they can remember. And I really feel like you're in that camp too.
Brother.
That you want people to just have that moment.
I don't care about these moves. I've been doing it for 12 years now. I want to create these moments. That way these kids and they see this in there like, man, I want to do that. I want to feel like that. Maybe because, you know, they might be going through some stuff at their home, their personal life, and it's like we come to wrestling events to get away from that, to have fun. And when they see moments like that, like, man, maybe I should do better in school. Maybe I should listen to my parents. That way I can be able to do this.
Right.
And it's just, man, I do love creating moments. It's such a fun time.
And that's something that's, for me,
I was thinking about it.
yeah, wrestling gives that opportunity. We were talking about sports earlier, more so than regular sports. Would you agree with that?
Essentially, yeah. There's more of a platform. We're more outspoken as opposed to some, you know, sports players where they gotta watch what they say. Me, I'm pretty blatant. I'm pretty blunt. I'll tell you straight up if I'm not liking it.
Yeah.
You know, that's just how I was raised, how I am. This is what I do.
Speaking of being pretty blunt, we're kind of rushed, and I forgot to tell you, this is kind of PG-13 show.
I've been doing pretty good.
You've been on this interview, but I forgot to remind you that, because I know we can get the unfiltered like
Yeah, I can cuss at any moment.
Yeah.
But I've been doing pretty good.
But no, and we appreciate that.
Mother, what?
You know, a couple years ago, Timmy Lou was one of our first interviews, and at the time, you had just pretty much formed the gymnastics.
Yeah.
You weren't this international thing that you are now.
Man.
You weren't flying to California yet.
I probably wasn't even out of North Carolina yet.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about how much your career has changed, because a lot of people are like, oh, White Mike started with the gymnastics, but you've been around much longer.
Nah, man, I started in 2007, man. Long time ago, way. And then I was always a fan of Timmy. I see him at PWX shows. That's before they let me in. They never let me into these shows. They always let me watch. We're like, oh, no, White Mike, not yet. But I'd always see Timmy Lorette, and I was like, man, that guy's a pure, thoroughbred athlete. Like really good. And I would always tell him, and we'd always be fortunate to ride together with the Ducklings, and you know, we'd get together and we'd talk about stuff. Like, man, it'd be funny if we team. But yeah, it'd be funny. And what's funny is I can name so many people right now that said, hey, don't team. You guys are singles guys that are just eating crow right now because we've been doing the thing. We always take it back to, we were in Tennessee. It was a podcast. It was like the Heat Seekers, the Carnies, and the Ducklings. And they were just talking about the bond and the art form of tag team wrestling and how it's, you know, it's missing. A lot of guys just come together just to do it. Well, we want to come together, not only just do it, we want to live it, we want to breathe it, we want to go any and everywhere, man. And I think we've done a pretty good hustle since 2017.
Yeah, and you know, it's true when I watch y'all's videos, I haven't seen one in a while. There's this stuff where you go to Walmart, things like that. They're so funny.
Try to lay back that way, you want people to want it more, but it's like, we just need to be pumping out this content, you know? We should. We're hurting ourselves, really.
But, I mean, it's true. Whenever I think about you guys, I think that you're always together. You know, even though I've seen both of you work as singles, and I like that too.
Yeah.
Gymnastics is really something magical, something special.
It is, man. It's like I say, creating those moments, like going to Canada like the first time and getting the love we got. Like we have the Owen Hart gear, so it's like they're gonna boo us. They're gonna boo. No, they loved us. They want us back, and it's just magical, man.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. All like you see all these guys like crap, like all these older guys like hating on the young guys. Ask any vet, like you know Chris Hamrick, Supernova, Mike Gucci, like they all love us. Like they just, you know, say we're good guys, and that's essentially what we are. Just good guys who want to wrestle, create moments, and just have fun.
I know for a fact Chris Hamrick is a big fan of y'all because I was there last week and I was told by some people that are in the business that if y'all did a 6-man, he would beg to be that 6th guy, you know?
I think we're actually doing a 6-man.
There you go.
I don't want to put it out there.
I'm not speaking out of turn then when I say that.
It's a possibility. I don't want to ruin it, but
Nate and I, Nate especially, has always been a big fan of tag teams. Rock and Roll Express and Midnight Express growing up, Nate and I used to watch those guys every week. And so Nate had a few questions for you that I'm going to make sure we fill in here.
Oh, that's fine.
Have you had any other tag team partners prior to Timmy Lou? Like, not
actually,
steady, you know?
Actually, yes. 2009, me and my guy was helping me, like, you know, learn some stuff in the ring. Ryan Chaos, we were the Uprising with a Z. And we were almost, I think we were second voted for like tag team of the year. Okay. I don't keep up with that stuff. But it was a lot of fun, but we didn't have like a run like what me and Timmy are on.
Right.
Like we were just, you know, we put together eventually to break up and do a feud, but me and Timmy, we came together, you know? We were like, let's do this, let's make this work. That's what I mean, I'm really enjoying this run we're on now. It's just so much fun.
Well, let's talk about that too, because you mentioned Canada, I mentioned California. Not local.
And one side or the other.
Tell us what you mean by non-local. I got your hat that said non-local.
Oh, man.
Not on right now, but I did buy one. Tell me in your own words what that means.
It has different meanings for the guys that are using this. For me, it's not local to the BS. Like you want to say we're here and you want us to hold these dates open, and then when you say, oh, well, we don't have you. Well, guess what? There's 49 more states. We'll go where we're wanted, and we'll just, for me, not local is being not local to the BS. I don't want to put up with it, so we'll go somewhere else. And there's no greater feeling than going to another state, holding people in their hand, and just getting them, you know? It's such it's a good feeling, and I love it. So that's to me. I'm just not local to this BS. I'm moving on. I want to hear it.
And I've seen that in some of your posts and some of the things that I've heard about you as well. Is like you're here to work and avoid everything else. Put on a good show for the fans, and that's when their job is done.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And I really appreciate that as a fan, because that's all Nate and I are. And when it gets down to things, this show spun out of our fandom and our wanting to know more and wanting to give viewers more about what makes you tick.
We appreciate our fans too. It's not one of those like, hey, come buy a shirt, move along. It's like, hey, how's your day? Oh, you brought your kids. Oh, how are they? Are they enjoying the show? It goes more than just t-shirts and 8x10s. We want to make sure y'all are having a good time. Is there something we can improve on? Maybe we did something that offended you that way. Hey, the next time you're there, we might not do. But it's all about making moments for those kids and those families, man, at the end of the day.
Well, I know I can attest to that because Timmy Lou spent some time with my son it's probably a year and a half ago. My son's still going to shows, and he always asks if Timmy Lou's going to be there because he's such a big influence. And I made a post on Facebook a long time ago about he wanted to get into gymnastics. I'm like, where's this coming from? Well, there's only one person I know where it could have never. We've never encouraged, and so we started taking gymnastics.
Man, Timmy Lou Ray.
And that's the influence you guys. And sometimes, even though I know you and Tim are both in tune with the fans, sometimes I think you guys don't realize how far your reach is, how great it is.
It's crazy. I always tell Timmy that too, man. Like our voice right now, we are on such a platform. We have such a reach. That way, if I see somebody getting wrong, I'm like, hey, let's bring light to this, because that's not right. Or, it's crazy. You never thought in a million years that your voice would be heard. It's just like, just do what you're supposed to do, shut up, and don't talk about it. Not anymore, because of this.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, social media and things like that have given everyone a voice. That's not always good. But I feel like when someone like you comes along that isn't part of the BS, then it's really good. It's really important that's heard.
I feel like you gotta let these people know, man. Like they see one side of it and they hear one side of it. Well, let's show the other side. I got no reason to lie.
Right.
It's just exposing getting rid of some bozos and then just moving forward and having fun. You said something about Rock and Roll Express.
Yes.
Man. As a kid, we would, me and my buddy Antoine, we had long johns and we cut up shoestring. We made Rock and Roll Express gear, and we would wrestle on the side of the yard. And to wrestle them in Columbia, man, for PCW here.
I was there.
Oh my God, it's just a dream come true, man. It's just you don't think you would get stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, that was when we interviewed them, and that was such a surreal moment for me. And for anyone that doesn't know, I'm wearing this bandana around my wrist, and that's why. If you see almost all our videos, I have a wrist, bandana on my wrist. It's because of Rock and Roll Express. So,
I love them, man. Great guys.
They're
coming full circle again. It's amazing.
It's what I hear about them is they're the same way. They want everyone to achieve things. They never try to hold anyone back. They're always good with giving people advice.
My thing is, this might be exposing too much. If the Rock and Roll Express are going to sit down and want to put stuff together with you, then everybody should have a say. You know what? There should be no big leaguing. There shouldn't be, hey, I'm not going to do this. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ratings now. Come on now.
Absolutely.
Excuse me.
Where you headed, Zark?
Looking for. We're live, pal.
Hey, this is,
we're live.
This
guy right.
Yeah.
Live right.
I don't think there's anything back here. I don't think there's anything back here.
Yeah. Okay.
Just two empty rooms.
Oh.
This is unfiltered with white mic.
Yeah, I don't care. I should start cussing.
So let me ask you this. We had someone that watches our show, but now they are actually a wrestler, Cody Fluffman.
Oh.
He's here working tonight.
Yeah, he's working on my Chance Riser.
That's right, that's right. And you guys are good with Chance, right?
I like Mr. Chance Wise, man. Yeah, he's a kid that wants it. And if you show me that you want it, man, you got my belief. That's all I'm saying. Same goes for Fluff, and I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Absolutely, we love Fluff. Fluff's question that we've been using for, probably 2 years now is, if you could choose, what cereal box would you want to be featured on?
Man, what cereal box? Man, I'll probably be on the cover of Captain Crunch. Should be called Captain Crump.
Captain Crump. I like it. Let me ask you, Chris, would you play the captain? Would you have a hat?
Oh, I had a big behind hat on, just with the whole things. I'd have some big loops, some big hoops.
That's how I see it, for sure.
Oh, yeah, man. It'd be a red hat, though.
Red?
Yeah. My favorite color is red.
Okay.
Not because, oh boy.
You know, red trunks,
Yeah.
Y'all brother watch the guy that I believe.
Rocking them tonight, too.
Nice.
Got the red boy.
So, we're going to play a little game here. It's called Hot Tag.
Hot tag.
I'm going to name something or someone, and you tell me the first thing that comes to your head.
Oh, I certainly will.
It doesn't have to be a single word or anything like that. It can be Twitter version, like 140 characters or less.
Ooh, yeah,
All right.
I got you. Let's do this.
So first one up, someone we sponsored in the past, Darius Lockhart.
Man, you talking about a guy who's just doing it the right way. Nothing but love and respect for that man. This man was in school and he hustled with his school to go to England. Not only to do whatever he was doing, but to wrestle too. Darius is a good dude. I have nothing but respect for him.
All right. How about with someone you dropped earlier, Ugly Ducklings?
Man, gosh. Round and round. The whole rat thing. Keep that going, man, because we're just going to keep fighting forever. I don't see this ever stopping.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do it when we're 80 years in the business.
You guys are like frenemies, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Because y'all are buddies until you get in the ring and then you're slapping each other around.
We love Coach Mikey more.
Would you steal Coach Mikey from the Ducks?
Oh.
Could you picture him?
Coach Mikey on a pole match?
Can we make this happen?
We're going to make it happen.
Let me check my wallet, see how much money I got.
Please, that's a moment waiting.
I can't cover everybody's fees, but maybe I can just chip in.
Hey, we are willing to negotiate. That goes for everybody.
I already like this. I already like this, where this is going.
Please.
Next up, Billy Brash.
Billy Brash. What's funny is we wrestled at WrestleCade 2016. Billy was big, no beard. I was in the red singlet. Timmy was doing Timmy. Darius Lockhart was in that match. That's funny. It's one of my. It's like a low-key favorite match because of where we are now. Because we didn't know nothing then, and now we're so far advanced now. Like, look at the progression of all of us. It's crazy. And here we are, 3 years later, still rocking and rolling, man. Billy Brash, great guy. Can't knock that man's hustle. No doubt.
Absolutely. How about, we're going to go into tag teams for a second here, even though we touched on Ducks already. What about the international superstars?
You talking about guys that are fun. That whole group is fun. From Blanco to Joey to Ellie, who just likes to be hit and to call me daddy. I don't know why. That's what she
You're
says.
the guy that hit once.
Yeah, and Zach, they got a big guy, Zach, who's built like a tank. They're just fun. They're another team that gets it, that wants to create moments. They got the peek and shoot, and they always have fun. Fun videos, great people.
I agree. How about Phil?
Man, Phil, that's like a team, they're on the cusp of breaking out, and they need to break out because Sleaze has been doing it for a while.
Right.
Mason's been doing it for a while. When they come together, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch those guys who are hungry and just want to hustle and get out there more. I respect both of them too.
All right, so that's
Maybe Sleaze more so than Mason. Mason's a piece of crap.
Oh,
Beautiful piece of crap.
So what we always do is get a question from our prior guest to ask you.
Okay.
So Sean Legacy was our last guest,
Oh,
episode
my.
24. Sean Legacy wants to know. He wants to know. Timmy Lou Rep never existed. Who would you choose for your tag team partner?
What's funny is if me and Timmy had never got together, it'd probably be Bobby Valentine. And for this reason why. I was at an AML show, I was watching, I wasn't even on. This is before he had anything. He was just walking out with his 8x10. I was like, hey, buy this. He was hustling his way to the ring. I was like, I want to see more Bobby. It probably would have been Bobby.
Okay.
That's just being honest. I like Bobby. He's a fun guy. Him and Ruby Mike and Southside, 30K. Those guys are fun to watch.
Yeah.
I love watching those guys, man, especially just because they're young and they want it too.
There's a couple more guys kind of on the cusp that you were talking about.
Like, not even like they're there, man. Those guys, they're fun. They get it, man. Good people.
All right, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you a moment to kind of freestyle here.
Okay.
Keep the filter on it a little bit if you can.
Okay.
There was a video that came out of you doing a kiss spot, which we've seen several wrestlers do.
Yeah.
I've seen Rob Killjoy do it. Obviously, I've seen James Senegal do it.
LWO, they did it.
Yeah. But for some reason, there were a couple fans that posted something about how they don't want to follow you guys anymore or something. And without getting too far into it, say what you feel like you need to say about that.
I literally slept through it, and as Chris Hammer called me, we're doing this little round table topic that we do. Shout out to Chris Hammer, because I don't know why he calls me, but he does. We talk about all kinds of fun stuff that I can't talk about here, and he knows what I should say. But, man, let's see here. The round table is, let's see, I've got lost on the round table. We'll talk more about the round table discussion, but I don't really want to give these guys any more light, because I literally slept through it, and they put the quote, they weren't going to follow myself or Tim or the Gymnasty Boys because, quote, homosexuals are gay.
Newsflash.
Bruh. What? I'm just like, okay. And then the guy proceeds to start bashing, and he puts his phone number out, which is the dumbest thing you can do. Oh yeah, I put it everywhere. I don't care. It's just, we don't need that. Yeah. We don't need that type of hate. We're for everybody. Which is why, like, I'm a straight man, but when I'm in that ring, all bets are off. I don't care. I'll do anything to create that moment within reason. You know, I won't take it. I don't know. Me and Effie, we did a spot that, you know, that's still talking about.
Is this the whipped cream thing?
The whipped cream butt thing, but you know, that's a different story, I guess.
Yeah.
But you don't have to put that on social media. There's already so much hate in the world. There's already so much just negativity going throughout the world. We don't need to see that. If you choose not to support us, fine. Just unfollow, unfriend, and move on. There's no need to put that.
Right.
So of course, man, we don't blast it, man. We don't care for that, man. We support any and everybody. We just want to have fun, and we want you to have fun and be comfortable in your own skin. That's it.
All right.
So yeah, no more on that. No more on that. Even though there's going to be plenty more on it.
So we're going to get into the 10 count here. Nate's not here, so I got to handle all 10. Yeah, I do.
Hello.
All right, so first question, which would be from Nate, is do you prefer to play face or heel?
Man, I prefer to just be myself and have fun. We can do both, but man, if I'm out there, I'm just like, just do you. I'm like, oh, okay. That's when I'm just most comfortable. Just go out there and have fun. What's funny is, I love old school wrestling, so I know when to adapt. If they're not feeling us, I'm like, yo, Tim, let's switch this up. We'll kick it here, you know? Yeah. Hey. But at the end of the day, probably heel. Just this. And they don't see it, they're just like, oh, you guys are always face. But man, back in the day, I was a pretty good heel. Yeah? Yeah, man, I love it. Had my cargo shorts and my black tank top. Okay. Nobody knew who I was, that's why they hated me. I was just some guy in shorts.
Right. So, question 2, what was your first car?
Shit, I still ain't had my first car.
You've never owned a car?
I'm poor, dog. I come from the streets.
You've never owned a car?
I've never owned a car.
I wasn't expecting
Newsflash. Hey, if I did, it'd be a 98 Cutlass, dog. If I did, Cutlass on the back. Bow. Yeah, I'm poor, people. I'm sorry. I collect action figures.
And I noticed that, and I'm still on the hunt. I promised this guy I was going to find him a couple that he has been looking for. I think you put on social media.
Oh, man, I'm always blasted. That's why somebody's like, hey.
And apparently they really are ultra rare.
They're hard to find, and when people find them, they're like, hey, brother, it's $80. I'm like, brother, it's $20 at the store.
Right.
So they're not doing that.
They're trying to get a come up on you.
Retail value. I'm not stupid. I got kids.
And that's me. And that's what's interesting. When you and I were messaging about it, first thing you said, hey, I got PayPal, you find me.
What's funny is, back to the question 2 about the car, I'm a liar. We actually just got a 98 Pontiac for our local driving. So actually that would be my first car. Okay. It would be a 98 Pontiac. We didn't drive it, but yeah, we just got it from my buddy Jason out there. He was at the show. So, boom, back to that.
Back to wrestling. Ooh. Give me a dream match. Someone dead and someone alive. I think I know who the dead one is. Based on some answers you gave.
Yeah. What's funny is like I might switch it up on you though.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah. So for passed away wrestlers, I could wrestle Owen Hart, Rick Rude, Eddie Gilbert, Man, there's so many. Mike Lockwood, Crash Holly. There's so many, man. If you ever were a wrestler or you want to be a wrestler, I want to wrestle you to see what kind of magic we could create. Man, if I could ever wrestle Dusty, oh my goodness, man. We talked for 40, wrestle for 4. Man, or both, you know. I could go on and on. Like, seriously, man. I would love to just learn from Rick Rude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's just Eddie Gilbert, I think, is another one who's just so underappreciated and undervalued, just as a guy who got it and who can just turn it on, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm actually a low-key Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin fan.
Yes.
Ooh, when he won that world title, that place went, oh man, they were not expecting that.
I remember that.
Man, I'm an old school guy. I love old school wrestling, man. I could wrestle Rock and Roll Express every day if they let me. They get tired, but I would love that.
How about Alive? Besides Rock and Roll.
Alive, man, Briscoes, Young Bucks, Lucha Bros. We had a great time with Team Tremendous. Dan Barry, Bill Carr. Thank you for not retiring, because they literally were going to retire this WrestleMania week, or at least Dan Barry was, and he literally postponed his retirement. At least he said to me, because he wanted to wrestle us. And I was just like, that. So that just blew my mind away. Best Friends, wouldn't mind wrestling Best Friends. I have an undying love for Chuck Taylor. I don't know why, just a beautiful Southern gentleman. So,
you guys have had some great big name matches. Like SCU was just a month ago.
Yeah, it was main event for AML in Lexington, North Carolina. Man, that was to be able to hang and wrestle with Kazarian and Daniels.
Yeah. I
was so hyped for Daniels that I slept on Kazarian. I'm a huge Kazarian fan, don't get me wrong, but it's like Christopher Daniels was my TNA guy.
Right.
From 2004, that was like, hey, everybody's got AJ, mine is Christopher Daniels. He was that guy. But I mean, whenever we were out there, I made sure hey, I got all your Velocity matches on tape. I remember both of y'all from the Super 8 tournaments. It's just, and my partner Timmy was in the Super 8 tournament.
Oh, wow.
So just for them to share that.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things with that match is Timmy's like, yeah, you guys trained with my trainer in California in 98, 99. That's Kazarian's hitting push-ups. They're like, what? Really? They all have this moment. Just to share that, it was just, it's a beautiful thing. It was so surreal, man. You never think you grew up in the hood, just, barely eating to, wrestling with kings and queens, man. Wow, man.
Yeah.
Can't put a price on that.
And if you can't tell this guy's passion, just sit here talking about this stuff.
This one's my face turns red.
Question 4. Do you have a shoot job, a regular job outside of wrestling? Is it all wrestling?
This is it, wrestling.
Okay.
I know my worth, so does Timmy, and we're not afraid to put it out there. We're giving you our bodies, we're giving you our health, and if you got guys that want to get put over, or if you got guys that just want to learn, we're for that.
Yeah.
And so we're not stupid.
And talking about worth, I'm going to bring up something. A couple weeks ago, you guys were at the Garden City Classic. There was only one tag match. You guys won the Viral Pro Wrestling Tag Team titles. And I had a couple people that I invited there specifically because they'd never been to an indie wrestling show. They didn't even know there was such thing as indie wrestling.
There was a guy who put off his college graduation to go there.
And drove a long way.
Drove there to watch us. And then when we won, he put it on our Facebook.
I saw that.
So, thank you. Bottom of our hearts. That's crazy, man.
And the fact that I'm interviewing you, Trevor, if you're watching this. So Trevor, it was his first show.
Oh.
And that's all he can talk about afterwards. In fact, Trevor's a good social media guy. He's always putting out his own stuff. He's got his own podcasts and things coming.
Good man, Trevor. He's hustling.
He does this thing. Get up out that bed. Get
up out that bed. Yeah. Get up out that bed.
Mark out for that. So
get your behind off that bed.
Trevor couldn't stop after never seeing an indie wrestling match. He couldn't stop talking about you guys. He said, I want to manage him. I want to be part of it. So if you don't know what these guys are worth, take Trevor's advice as someone who comes to an indie show for his first time. That's all he can talk about later. If the Gymnastic Boys show up, Trevor's going to show up, and there's hundreds more just like him. So anyway, with that said,
fun, man.
You don't have a shoot job. This is a shoot job.
I might go back to the theater. I love working in theaters.
That's what I was going to ask.
Posters. I get to look at the movies like a day or two beforehand.
Right.
But I love the interaction with people.
So I was gonna ask, if you could choose, it would probably be working in a movie theater.
I like that. I like manual labor too, like hard. Like I do construction, I do welding work.
Okay.
I do just a lot of tedious work, concrete work. Stuff. You can't tell it, but I've been doing it a while. Normally I get that good base farmer's tan. But if it's work, I'll work. I'm not afraid.
Nice. So this question is what we call the envy question. As I mentioned, last interview was Sean Legacy. So if you could take one thing from Sean Legacy, it could be anything.
I already know.
What would it be?
Yeah, just give me that body so I can have my run. give me that body so I have my run, please.
So everybody.
I don't want the 450. You keep that shit. I want the body.
Sean's body guy for sure.
No doubt.
He works hard on that.
That's not kid, man. No doubt. He puts in the work and he's definitely showing results.
So let's go 180 from there. What is your favorite cookout order? You eat a cookout, right?
Boy, it's clearly I eat cookout.
This is one of our favorite questions. Nate came up with this, and it's always been a hit to find out what's the go-to cookout.
I got two options. I normally do that double chicken quesadilla tray, Cajun fries with a chicken ranch wrap and a huge sweet tea.
Huge tea, gotcha.
Or I do that big double bacon cheeseburger. Oh, because man, their burgers are like, I don't know, like back in the day we played Little League and you get done, you just grab a hamburger from somebody's like off the grills. Man, it just reminds me of being a kid, bro.
That's awesome.
Boom, same thing with Cajun fries and chicken ranch wrap. Huge sweet tea, light ice, Cajun seasoning and honey mustard. Let's go! Get about that bag!
I'm getting hungry now.
For real, man.
So on another food tip, cookout doesn't exist.
Ooh.
You're on death row. This is your last meal. What do you choose for your last meal?
Man, just the fattest medium rare steak you can give me with a big baked potato, freaking all the fixings, huge Caesar salad. Let me go out there. I'm gonna die from eating that. Or something from Taco Bell. Two shredded chicken quesadilla minis.
Your last meal.
Nacho box. Yep. Okay. My last one, I'll probably do like a whole crawfish, crab bait. Give me all that stuff. Yeah, man, crab legs. I go out like a king. Especially because something dirty deed I did and I had to eat that for last meal. I might as well go out like a king. Ooh.
So tell me this question 8 here. What is one thing you would like to see changed in the pro wrestling business? We call this a genie in a bottle. If you could just make something happen.
Man, that's a good question. That's like that's a real thinker right there.
Hey, appreciate that.
I'd probably just use my genie in a bottle wish to like weed out the snakes, the ones that just, they don't want to see you go places. They don't want to see you succeed. They just want that quick little, hey, come in, give us this, and then all right, and then it's like, hey, we're shut down in 2 weeks. No, we wanted to build. We want places to stay afloat. We want wrestling in every place. Like territories. We want to go everywhere. Probably just weed out the bad ones and just go from there. That's a good question, though. I like that.
Okay.
I might do a side answer when this comes out and put it up. Just because I really like that.
Question 9. Pick a superpower.
Man, a superpower? To have all the money in the world, I guess. Is that a power? Is that a power? Just like when you touch something. All right, so you ever seen Heroes?
Yeah.
I love Heroes. One of my favorite. Well, I would say one of my favorite characters. He's a good character. He went by Rebel. He would just like go to an ATM, come out, boom. There's the money.
I'll tell you, I believe Timmy Lou Retton chose teleportation so he could go from show to show.
Oh my God.
So you ain't gotta be in the car all day.
Instant transmission, yes. Please give me that.
I believe it, but one we get a lot too is quick healing because you guys get taking bumps all the time.
If you're a true Saiyan, you heal after every battle. Give me that instant transmission. I'm going show to show. Timmy, you right it. Yeah. That way we make all the loops. Oh man.
So we are moving right on through, and it's good because you got to get in that ring here in a minute.
Yeah, I ain't supposed to be here.
Number 10. Who is the GOAT?
In my opinion.
Why?
All right, so in sports, as a kid before Carolina Panthers football came out, I'm a Brett Favre guy. Man, Brett Favre was my quarterback.
Okay.
Like, man, there's nothing like him. You just play a song from Creedence Clearwater, and you just watch that man rip it, just rip it, and probably send some obscene text. That's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there, allegedly. As far as like baseball, when I did watch as a kid, man, King Griffey Jr.
Oh yeah.
Man, boxing. I liked Leonard Lewis and I liked Mike Tyson. I thought those guys really threw down. Man, see. I'm trying to go with some sports route. Man, of course, basketball is Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, Jordan obviously is the GOAT.
Right.
King James, you can just, I mean, I appreciate you, but
I'm with you.
yeah, hey, I'm an Allen Iverson guy, but man, at the end of the day, it's Kobe for me. Kobe Bryant, man. That man put up 60 points and retired. Come on now. Wrestling wise, oh my gosh, man. Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle. As a kid, Sting, Ultimate Warrior. I just go
It's like
on.
7 goats.
There's so many goats, bro. I got a whole farm. I got a whole farm of goats. I can't just name one, man. Anybody goes out there and just gives their all, I appreciate you. Seriously.
So that's all the 10 count. So we've completed that. But I didn't have an alternate here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in because we're doing good. Name something you want to improve on this year, 2019.
2019, I have actually taken, I don't want to, what's funny is we just did that kiss spot. I don't want to rely more on comedy. I want to show people like what I'm worth. I can wrestle. I can do all this cool stuff as well. That way I don't have to rely more on my character. I get out there, we can do all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, my body does hurt, and I wouldn't mind doing a kiss spot to save my body.
So let me ask, since we're talking about that, let me ask you, because we were going to touch on this earlier and I didn't. Do you think, I mean, if there's any promoters who don't know who the Gymnasty Boys are, I don't know what rock you're living under, but do you think certain promoters have a perception of you guys as a comedy act and don't want to book you or only want to book you a certain way?
I think, I don't think they really, well, they probably do look at us as a comedy act, but they think we're like this provocative team that can't do the being good and watching what we say thing. Yeah, there's sometimes I'm at a bar show, I'll cuss. I will cuss like no other. There are people that marvel at my vulgarity. But if it's like a birthday party or there's kids there, I know when to turn it off. We know when to turn it off. It's just getting pigeonholed in that, they can't, they're that same type of guys who are risque. We wrestle in churches all the time. We wrestle in theology. We're getting ready to go back there. Sometimes we wrestle for Georgia South. You know how Georgia is. All right, don't be cussing, buddy. Come on. You know, you don't let it. You just don't judge the act before you actually see it. Just, hey, book it, see it. If you like it, bring us back. If you don't, we'll go on. Hey, not locale, right? We'll see it.
Okay, you know, I'm sure we're going to see you guys both locally and far from locally. I see you guys going to Japan. I see you guys going to England. I see all that happening for y'all.
Shout out.
You've been a few of those places already, but
shout out to Japan. I want to go to Japan so bad. Me and Timmy both. But Alex Cologne from the Night Riders. I don't even know if I can say that, but hey, I'm doing that little nod to you. But man, we would love to go to Japan. We'd love to go to UK and just, man, stay there for 6 to 8 months and just go on a tear.
Oh, yeah.
Go back to California and just go on a tear. We had one match in California with Anthony Henry and James Drake. It was voted the 5th overall match of the year for 2018.
that entire state.
What? Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
But with that said, I've seen you guys wrestle them last year at Vive for PCW,
That was
and
fun.
it was one of my favorite shows. I mean, my favorite matches of all last year.
So it was
So
like a 30-minute banger.
Oh,
that
man.
Went over the guardrail. It didn't.
it was amazing. It was amazing.
It was a lot of fun. I love wrestling Drake and Henry because those are also another pair of guys that get it and they want to help you, elevate you, and just main you out there too, man. Those guys. To get hit with a bear and a freaking sniper.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bear who has a sniper.
There you go.
What? Nah, they're good guys. I respect them, but I will say, blood feud always. Plus, Amber Young, I'm her favorite wrestler.
I've heard that.
See?
I have heard that. So we are wrapping up. Where can we find you?
I don't ever wrap it up. What?
If we could keep going, I'd do this all night. But you got a match.
Yeah,
So tell us where we can find you, where promoters can find you for bookings, and anyone who wants to follow you, buy a shirt, whatever.
Man, yeah, so we got Gymnasty Boys on Twitter, Facebook, probably MySpace, Backpage, Grindr, Tumblr, all kinds of stuff. You just look up Gymnasty Boys, we'll be there. You hit us up. Now, we kind of got banned off Twitter, but we got a new account. Yeah, Timmy, it was Timmy's fault. Timmy did it, I didn't do it, I was a good man.
All that.
Yeah. But man, if you want to get a shirt, come to the table or message us. We'll get a shirt to you. Yeah. As far as shows go, what do we got? So we got PCW Day, we got AML tomorrow, wrestling in Hickory, North Carolina. Timmy Lou Retton is wrestling Willie Mack. That is going to be crazy. I'm in a ladder match with Malachi Matthews tomorrow, JB Cole, Axton Lowe.
Well, this won't be posted before then, but those are shows that you guys frequent, PCW, AML.
We're going back to Canada July 13th. We're hoping to bring back those red straps, those beautiful red international straps. You heard it here first. We want those international straps. We ain't stopping until we get them. TDT, y'all better be ready. Yeah, man, we got some crazy stuff lined up. I'm excited. Just message us. Anybody. Feel free to message us on Facebook. I got nothing I do during the week.
These guys actually will get back to you. They do appreciate your support.
Yes, please, man. Let's have some fun.
Promoters, if you haven't booked these guys, they are more than worth the money that they are charging. They will bring people to your show. They will bring people to your show. I promise you. And if you want to find us, it's at Suplexes Mics for almost everything. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And you're more than welcome to message us about anything, interviews, people you want to see on. White Mike, you are the #2 most requested person. I won't reveal #1 because that person's coming up soon.
Yay!
But the second most requested person.
That's dope. That makes me feel good, man. And yeah, we got an Instagram too, by the way.
That's true.
So, that makes me feel good. I appreciate it, guys. Hey, reach out to me personally. I don't care. You got matches, you want critiques on promos or whatever. I love to do this stuff. Please, we'll watch them. We'll send reviews. Just bear with us because we normally start from Wednesday and wrestle on. But don't you worry. We'll get back to you accordingly and within reason.
That wraps up episode 25. Thank you, White Mike, for being here.
Thank you. This was fun.
Amazing.
I love it.
And it was everything I hoped it to be. How about you?
Hey, I love it. This is a good time. It's like a little in between, in and out of my character. I had a good time. This is beautiful. Let people know what's up.
Thank you guys, and come see us.
Thank you. Come and see us naked.